April 2023. Henrik's friend Sven bought Novo Nordisk at 79.19, investing a massive $100,000, convinced he'd found the next big winner. The obesity drug revolution was just beginning, and this Danish pharma giant was leading the charge. Fast forward to today, he's not just underwater, he's drowning. This is the painful story of how holding without protection cost Sven both money and confidence. Picture this: April 2023, Novo Nordisk at 79.919 per share. Wegovy and Ozempic were making headlines everywhere. The obesity epidemic was finally meeting its match, and Novo was positioned perfectly. The fundamentals looked incredible. $2 billion in Wegovy sales projected for 2023. Massive market opportunity. 650 million obese adults, worldwide celebrity endorsements driving demand through the roof, insurance coverage expanding rapidly. Sven invested $100,000 at $79.19, buying 12 on 63 shares. And man, did it feel good for him to be right. The stock soared to $130 by early 2024. His portfolio hit $164,190. He was up 64%. That's $64,190 in gains. Sven felt like a genius. You should have seen Sven at the peak. He was absolutely ecstatic. $64,190 in unrealized gains had him feeling invincible. He'd call Henrik up, bragging about his brilliant Novo Nordisk pick. He was already planning what to do with his profits, thinking about upgrading his car, considering a luxury vacation to celebrate his trading success, even talking about quitting his day job to become a full-time investor, telling everyone at parties about his sure-thing investment. Sven was on cloud nine. He felt like he'd cracked the code of the stock market. Little did he know that this emotional high was setting him up for the biggest investing mistake of his life. Here's where Sven made his first critical error. Instead of taking some profits or setting a trailing stop loss, he got greedy. He thought, this is just the beginning. Novo will hit $200, maybe $300. Why sell when I'm just getting started? Sven held through every dip, convinced this was a long-term winner. After all, obesity isn't going anywhere, right? The stock was his golden goose, and he wasn't going to kill it with premature selling. His confidence was sky high, and that confidence became his downfall. Then came 2025, and reality hit Sven like a freight train. July 29th, Novo slashed forecasts. Stock dropped 20% in one day. Competition from Eli Lilly intensified generic alternatives started appearing September 10th. 9,000 job cuts announced, more forecast cuts. Today, Sven's $100,000 investment is worth just $68,202 at $54 per share. He's down $31,798. That's 32% of his original investment gone. But here's the worst part. It's not just about the money. Losing over $31,000 stings, but Sven tells me the confidence loss is devastating. He went from feeling like Warren Buffett to questioning every investment decision he makes. When you ride a stock from $64,190 in gains back to $31,798 in losses, it messes with your head. Sven started second-guessing everything. Should he sell now and cut his losses further? What if it bounces back and he misses the recovery? How did he get this so wrong when the thesis seemed so solid? Can he trust his judgment on future investments? What Sven should have done. Here's the painful truth about what proper risk management would have achieved for Sven. Scenario 1. 20% trailing stop loss from the $130 peak exit price. $104 portfolio value, $131,352. He'd still be up $31,352 instead of down $31,798. Scenario 2. Simple 15% stop loss from his original $79.19 entry. Exit price $67.31, portfolio value $85,000, loss only $15,000 instead of the current $31,798 loss. But Sven did neither. He held like a stubborn mule, watching his gains of over $64,000 evaporate and his confidence crumble. Novo Nordisk taught Sven that even sure-thing investments can turn against you. The stock market doesn't care about your conviction or your unrealized gains. When fundamentals change, prices follow. The obesity drug market is still huge, but competition has arrived. Novo's moat wasn't as wide as Sven thought. His mistake wasn't buying the stock, it was not protecting his massive gains when he had them. Now, here's the silver lining in this painful story. Luckily, some of Henrik's friends or followers were smarter than Sven. They actually listened to our risk management advice and closed their Novo Nordisk positions during the ride down. While Sven held all the way down, some of Henrik's friends took action when they saw the warning signs. Some sold around $100 when competition concerns first emerged, others at $90 when the forecasts started getting cut. They preserved their capital and their confidence. The difference? They had exit strategies and weren't afraid to use them. They understood that protecting capital always comes first. Don't let overconfidence cost you money and peace of mind like it did Sven. When you're sitting on significant gains and feeling euphoric, that's exactly when you need discipline the most. Set your stop losses, take profits when you're ahead, and remember, protecting capital is more important than being right about a stock. If Sven's $31,798 lesson helps you avoid the same mistakes, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest trading stories. Share this with anyone who's holding underwater positions. Sometimes we all need a reality check. Comment below, what's your worst hold and hope story? Let's learn together.